Computer scientist Harvey Dubner introduced a counting system which we now know as the high-low count. Computer programmer Julian optimized it. All of this was included in Thorpe's second edition of Beat the Dealer in 1966. Others quickly jumped into the game. The advent of computers now began to give blackjack players the opportunity to attack the game, even as casinos changed it. And modified counting systems gave players a way to determine their advantage quickly and easily, even as the number of decks in the shoe swelled. One thing is for sure, this isn't the first time this sort of battle has taken place, nor will it be the last. The casino continues to offer a game that they have known as beatable for 50 years, and patrons continue to take them up on the opportunity to instill a beating. However, the casino continues to run off the people who they suspect of beating the game instead of changing the rules to prevent it altogether. Where did this game come from? Why was it ever beatable? Why has it remained beatable? How did we get to this place? The tenuous, often silly dance between casinos and those who would beat them at their own game, circling one another with narrowed eyes and daggers in their minds. In the beginning, blackjack came from games in France and Spain. The version that eventually swept across Europe was called vingt un, or vingt et un, meaning 21, but it was very likely predated by other games such as the French quinze, meaning 15, and the Italian game of sette mezzo, 7.5. The oldest forefather of blackjack, based on the research of blackjack historians like Roger Baldwin and Arnold Snyder, seems to have been the Spanish game trente un 31. A priest referenced the game in 1440, and the author Miguel de Cervantes mentioned trente un in a 1570 text. These stand as some of the oldest references to what eventually became the game of 21. Cervantes was the guy who eventually wrote the great feat of literature Don Quixote. I wonder if Cervantes might have likened his character who wildly charged at windmills to modern-day card counters taking on casinos. All of these games involved cards with values and a goal of drawing as close to a certain value without going bust. Some of them included the idea of an ace having a fluctuating value of 1 or 11. The game of 21 became popular in Europe, very possibly because it was one of the few games that had all the appearances of requiring skill, as opposed to merely luck. The player made decisions on whether to hit or stand. Making decisions always gives players a feeling of control.